Hey everybody, Carter here. Got another video for you. Another Hogue video. Here is my other EX03 that came in the mail today actually. It is the drop point 4-inch stonewash finish with brown polymer handle and polished hardware. And here is the automatic version that I've featured in a video before. So here they are side to side. This is going to be somewhat of a comparison video and just kind of showing this one off. The major differences you'll see between these two, of course, this has the black coated blade which only comes in the automatic. This has the black handle, which you can get in the manual as well, and you can get the brown on the automatic. But this is the draw point version, which you can get in the automatic, and you can get the Tonto version in the manual version, if that makes sense. I don't know, I may have got things crossed on there, but the manual all comes with the stonewash on there, and it is a very nice stonewash. Oh, 154 cm steel, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that in my auto video. 154 cm. It is sub-zero quenched, so they are getting the most out of that 154 cm. You can see that they're using a nice thick stock of it. Here's that beautiful stonewash they use. The brown, I think it's PPT or PPS. Polymer is what they call it. It's a high temp, high glass content polymer plastic, lightweight, really strong. You know, similar to what you'll see on handgun frames and whatnot. Stonewashed pocket clip, spoon style as before. Very nice blade. You know, everything else kind of holds the same as this one. Great ergonomics on here. Great jimping. Looks really cool. Being the manual version, you can, it's somewhat similar to an access lock in that you can flip it closed like that, which is a lot of fun to play with. Unlike this auto version, you know, in the closed position this is locked. In the closed position this is not locked. It has a detent, and it's really quite cool how it works. You can see the button depress when you open it. So basically it just has a little ramp that allows it to slide past, and the pressure of the plunge is what kind of adds the resistance to keep it from falling open. The button lock is not a common lock, particularly in production knives. I don't know why. It's a great locking system. It alleviates any issues of centering caused by a lock bar pushing on one side of the blade. It's very robust and strong. It's easy to use. You can close it one-handed without putting your finger in front of the lock. It's really just a great locking mechanism that I don't think is used nearly as much as it should be. In this particular version, the manual edition comes with a manual lock, which prevents the button from being depressed when it's in the open position right there. And it doesn't look like you can actually fully engage the lock when it's closed, which doesn't really matter because you don't need to press the button anyways. So when it's open, you can lock it into place and then you can't unlock it. You know, one of my critiques on this and my EX01 is it's really not necessary and it gets in the way more than it helps. A lot of people complained about the lock, and either remove it or try and tighten it down because you'll run into issues where you'll accidentally press it. I'm assuming it's there so that they can put it on the auto version where it makes more sense, because obviously you want to be able to lock this into place so that you don't auto depress this button, because that would be possible to do. And to keep manufacturing simple, these are just guesses here, to keep manufacturing simple, I assume that they do both with the lock for that reason. But that's just a guess. All I know is I could do without the lock on the manual version, but I'll take it. It's still nice. It has a nice positive retention, you know, so it's done very well on this version, just like this one. So the chances of accidentally depressing this lock, I think, are very slim. Another difference between these two, the automatic version comes with subdued, I don't know if it's actually bead blasted, but it's matted, I guess I would say. Matted hardware. You can see how it's non-glare, whereas the manual version has satin finish hardware. That includes both sides here. You can see the pocket clips, Stonewash pocket clip. I think this is a very, very handsome knife, if I may be so bold. One of the things that I really like about this, it's a US made knife. Alan Olishewicz is an amazing knife designer. He's been around for quite a while, and he's been producing original designs, executed very well, and he's really been just a stand-up guy in the knife community. He's worked on, I've got a couple knife making videos that feature him, and it's just really cool to see him work, the stuff he's come up with. He's collaborated with CRKT and ProTech and a bunch of other companies, and he's really getting a good voice with Hogue. I mean, it looks, from my perspective, it looks like they are giving him full reign, well, as much reign as he can have as far as designing goes and things like that. I've seen some pre-EX05, I think, stuff, and that is going to be an amazing knife. There's some really cool stuff coming down the pipe from Hogue that I'm very, very excited about. Definitely want to get in on all of that. Anyways, sorry, I went off on a tangent there. Man, these things come sharp. So nice. I really like the lack of labeling on this knife. It's very, very minimal. It reminds me of kind of your higher end or custom knives. You can see Hogue with their little logo right here, just nice and light. It's kind of like almost a brown. I assume it's laser etched. You can kind of feel there. So it's not blasting you in the face. You've got USA right here. And then you've got Olishewicz with his logo right here. And then on the clip, you have Hogue's insignia right here, which actually looks cool. They've got a really nice stamp, kind of, I guess you'd say. And yeah, it definitely feels like it's laser etched, so it's not going to flake off or peel off or anything like that. So yeah, Hogue, man, they don't get the you know, the action they deserve and the respect, I think. If you just look around YouTube, you don't see a ton of videos on Hogue's knives. I think they're really, really cool. For a high quality, well designed, US made knife, they're operating in a very nice price point. I think I got this for like $1 off eBay. There was a seller, and brand new. It was I think Northern Knives or something. It was a dealer. I got this for like $130 shipped, something like that. 4-inch blade. I mean, that's pretty outstanding. As I mentioned with this one, it may take you a minute to get used to the polymer handle. It does feel a little bit different than probably most handle materials you're used to. Like I said, if you are familiar with firing guns, particularly pistols with polymer frames, it'll kind of feel right in line with that. But if you are not familiar with that, you may think it feels kind of cheap, possibly. It is very lightweight, and it is a plastic, but it's a high quality, high temperature plastic. So just keep that in mind. I mentioned with the auto, balance takes a minute to get used to. The handle is very light, the blade is heavier. I do notice that it's a little less apparent on the drop point version. I think that's just due to the blade having slightly less material. You can see how it tapers down much earlier. And I think the blade on the drop point just overall has less mass to it, which creates less of an issue in terms of any weight imbalances you may have. Alright guys, that's it. Look at the manual EX03. Great knife. I'd recommend you pick it up. And kind of a comparison to the automatic version. Also a great knife. Alright guys, take it easy. I will catch you on the next video, which I think is going to be me putting a lanyard on here. Alright guys, see ya.